When it comes to chicken salad, you have a few decisions to make. Do you want to use mayonnaise, or do you want to use something else for your sauce? What other ingredients do you want to add for flavor and texture? And most importantly, how are you going to cook your chicken? Grilled is good, rotisserie is even better. But what if I told you there's a superior way to cook your chicken to ensure maximum moisture retention? Take these 2 chicken breasts, for example, and repeat after me. Salt, rest, and poach, rest. It's really quite simple. You just salt your chicken on both sides, and you let them rest for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, bring a pot of water to a ripping boil. Now, after about 10 to 15 minutes, the salt will have firmed up the outside of the chicken a bit, trapping all of that moisture inside. Now, you're just going to gently place these into your water. Now, this, of course, will drop the temperature of your water at first, which is fine because we want to gently poach these. Set a timer for 20 minutes. And just keep an eye on this. You don't actually want it to come to a boil again. Maintaining a temperature of around 190 degrees is perfect. Just use a thermometer if you want to be exact. It's almost a boil, but not quite. After 20 minutes, go ahead and gently remove your chicken. And you'll go ahead and let this rest for another 10 minutes. Now let me show you exactly how well this technique actually works. I'm just going to slice into these. See, check out that moisture level there. Still has all of its juices in there. And because the chicken's not dry, it's going to require less mayo or sauce added to the salad to maintain that moisture. Now I'm just cutting these into cubes here. Then I'm going to put it all into my stand mixer here. And this part is optional, but I think it makes a big difference. Stick on the paddle attachment. And I'm just going to spin this for about 45 seconds. This just helps to break down the chicken a bit and create more surface area for that delicious sauce. You'll have some bits which are still chunky and some that are smaller, which overall is good for textural contrast. And now that we got our chicken, let's go ahead and make some salads. I'm sure many of you are familiar with more of a classic style one. Here we got to add a little bit of red onion, some chopped celery, some grapes, some kind of fresh herb, maybe some dill, tarragon, basil, and then of course some mayo. Add about 4 tablespoons here, which of course is all we need because the chicken's still very moist. Okay, a little squeeze of lemon juice. Mix that up. Then toss in some sliced almonds. And that's it, there you go. Delicious chicken salad. This one's always good. In fact, my kids love this one. Well, let me share with you 2 more recipes that I've been making a lot recently that are amazing. First one is a Mexican chicken salad. Okay, once you have your chicken, you're gonna add in some diced red onion and some diced bell pepper or jalapeno, whichever you prefer. Then into a hot pan, you're gonna place a little bit of butter and about 1 ear's worth of fresh corn. If corn's in season, use fresh, otherwise frozen will get the job done. Just toss that around for about 2 minutes, just until it gets a little color. And put that in there. Now we're gonna make our own spiced mayo, and this is really easy, I promise. Now feel free to use your favorite mayo out there, but seriously, watch how simple this is. 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of Dijon, a squeeze of lemon, a pinch of salt, and 3/4 cup to 1 cup of oil. I'm using avocado oil here. Now this is ready to blend, but because we're making a spiced mayo, we have some more ingredients. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika, same thing with chili powder, and finally, oregano, also 2 teaspoons. Now you'll simply use an immersion blender or a food processor. Place it in there and blend it up. See now, look at that. It's a good looking spiced mayo. Okay, in goes about 4 tablespoons roughly. You can put more or less, kind of depends on what you like. Then the juice of half a lime, and a handful of fresh cilantro. Then you're just gonna mix that up. Of course, I'll put all these ingredients in the description below for you. Now here's what we're looking like right now, which is already looking great. We have one more thing to add to this. Grab yourself 3 or 4 plain corn tortillas. Slice it into thin strips, just like that. Throw some oil into a pan, toss in your tortilla, and toss those around until they get nice and crispy. As soon as they're done, sprinkle them with a little salt. Now taste your chicken salad real quick. It just needs a pinch of salt and some black pepper. All right, there's our Mexican chicken salad with a spiced aioli. I'll put a couple slices of avocado on there. And of course, those crispy tortillas. And that is a Mexican chicken salad. I'm telling you guys, this one is delicious. Hit that like button if you're gonna try this one at home. Now, for those of you who don't care for mayo, here's an alternative for you, the red pepper pesto chicken salad. While your chicken is cooking, just go ahead and slice up a couple of red bell peppers. Now you're gonna roast these in the oven at 425 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. Now I'm using an air fryer here. If you happen to have one of these, this is way faster, so that's just why I'm using it, is for the convenience. Okay, touch of oil, salt and pepper. And in that goes 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And the air fryer is convenient because you can kind of check how it's doing along the way. Just remove them once they're caramelized and slightly charred. Then pour them into a food processor. And we're going to make a red pepper pesto. Similar to a basil pesto, but instead of basil, we're using red bell peppers. Roasted, of course, and bring out their natural sweetness. A little handful of walnuts. About 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, grated. The juice of half a lemon. 1 clove of garlic. A pinch of salt. And just a dash of maple syrup. Maybe like a teaspoon or so. And then in goes olive oil. Start off with about 1/4 cup, and we'll go from there. It's all about the consistency here because we're trying to make a sauce. So we'll pulse this up. Let it go for a bit and scrape down the sides as needed. Add a little more olive oil if you need to, just a touch at a time. So yeah, that's what we're looking for right there. Super flavorful roasted red pepper pesto. You're looking for this consistency right here. All right, so we have our chicken, and in goes our delicious sauce. Just look at that gorgeous color. This sauce is so good, guys, I'm telling you. Give that a bit of a mix. Yeah, check that out. Does that look good? Now the last few ingredients we're gonna add is a little bit of fresh chopped spinach leaves and a little bit of apple, cut julienne style, which I'll show you right here. Just slice off the end here, and then get these little medallions, just like that. And take those wedges, give them a turn, and just do thin little slices to create these little strips, like so. And into the salad they go. Gently fold all that in, and there it is. Roasted red pepper pesto chicken salad. Yeah, check that out. So here are the two chicken salads. The Mexican one, a real crowd pleaser, super tasty. And then the red pepper pesto, a little different, but an absolute treat. Incredible flavor. A little crunch and sweetness from the apple really adds to it as well. These little crispies make all the difference. Now I'm gonna let the kids taste these for you, but until next time, get in your kitchen and make something delicious for someone you love. All right, you guys go. Try all 3 salads and tell me which one's your favorite. Start with the one that's on a cracker. That's the Mexican one. What do you guys think?
It's pretty good. It's really good on something.
Next, try the roasted red pepper one on a lettuce leaf.
That's really good. I like it more than the Mexican one. Again, it tastes good on the lettuce.
All right, and the last one? Classic.
Classic.
All right, which is your favorite?
I think the Mexican one.
You like the pesto one?
Yep, I like this one. I like the Mexican one.
All All right, thanks guys.